On today's episode of The Technology Closet, our host gets off of his lazy duff and records the very first episode. Yes, right now. Hello and welcome to the first episode of The Technology Closet. I'm your host, Evan. Today I'm going to give you a quick preview of what you can expect from The Technology Closet. So let's go ahead and dive right in and get started. A bit about me. I am, as of this filming, 29 years old, and I have a collecting problem. I got started collecting computers when I was in college. Started off with the computers that I had already on my person, my Apple IIgs, which is right behind me, as well as another Macintosh computer. And, I just wanted to get more engrossed into computers of the past. And so I started picking up machines for the cheap left and right. And, well, it just started amassing a massive collection. And, I had a whole bunch of friends tell me, why do you have this huge collection? What are you going to do with it? What's the point of having all this junk? And besides getting offended that they called it junk, I decided to do something about it. So, what the Technology Closet is a video blog, as well as later on a podcast, going over the history of vintage computers. I'm going to be showing off a whole ton of computers. Yes, I know a lot of them are Apple, but I'm also going to be showing off vintage PCs. Hopefully soon I'm going to get myself a Commodore and maybe a couple of Atari computers in the collection. Who knows? But my main purpose is to demonstrate all these wonderful computers and give a brief history. Now, why is it called the Technology Closet? The name is actually quite literal because all my technology is stored in a closet. Well, rather several closets in my home. So I picked the name because it was pretty, literal. Now, for this channel, I plan to do two things. One is, of course, the video blog that you're currently watching right now. I'm going to show off the computers that I have, one at a time in succession. But it's not going to be just about vintage computers. I'm also going to show off some engineering projects that I have, whether it's modern interfaces for vintage computers or, modern doohickeys that I crafted up because I was bored, whatever fits my fancy. The other thing I'm going to do is a podcast titled Random Access Musings. Now, why not Random Access Memories? Because Daft Punk would have me on a silver platter. Yeah, so I'd rather avoid any legal troubles there. So, that's really it. I'm planning on one video update per month, as well as a podcast per month, as long as my schedule is willing. Hopefully I won't get delayed with that. All right, now you might be wondering, hey, how can we support you? Well, I won't be able to set up monetary support on my channel until I reach a certain number of subscribers per YouTube's policy. No big deal. So the best way right now to support me, like my videos and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. And you know what? If you want to share my videos on social media, go right ahead. I'd love it. After a while, I'll easily be able to set up a Patreon for my account, and I'll, of course, let you all know once the Patreon goes live. Another great way, follow my official Facebook page. There will be information about it at the bottom of the screen. And so go ahead and follow that, share that on social media as well. If you want to go even further than that, which I would greatly appreciate, if you currently have, or if you know anyone that has vintage computers that they want to get rid of, old Apples, a Commodore 64, maybe a Atari lying around, and you want it sent to a good home, feel free to contact me. Either comment on the video, or send me a private message, or get on my Facebook page and bug me that way. We can set up something where you can get it shipped. I'll even throw a special shout out for you when I display your vintage hardware in its prime. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm sure plenty of viewers would enjoy, something other than vintage Apples or Macs being shown all the time. Now, don't get me wrong, again, I do have some vintage computers and hardware that's not Apple, but I'd like to have more, is what I'm saying. So, anyway, that's a brief rundown of the channel. Thank you for sticking around with me this long. For all of you subscribed to my Facebook page, I greatly appreciate it. One last little thing here. I like to do a little trivia during my videos. In fact, the trivia is currently running now. The first person to tell me exactly what is playing on both my Apple IIgs and my Apple IIe will get a shout out on my Facebook page as well as in the next video. So comment in the video and let me know what you think is currently playing on the computers behind me. And if you get them both right, I'll put out a special message on the next video. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you all next time on The Technology Closet. Hey everyone, I discovered shortly after recording the first episode that I might have the ability to record footage directly from some of my vintage computers, which opens up a few venues. This means I could possibly demonstrate software straight from the computer rather than recording off the monitor. I'll have to play around with it a bit, but if it works, I could add some features to this channel, such as maybe vintage computer game nights. I don't know what this has in store, but I'll keep everyone updated on my progress. Thank you very much for watching.